Situated in the middle of the lush green forest reserve belt of Ghana's Brong-Ahafo region is the logging town of Mim. The town, some 400 kilometers north of Accra, the nation's capital, and just over 2 hours' drive from Kumasi, Ghana's second city, is home to the headquarters and factory of Scanstyle Mim Ltd, one of West Africa's most successful manufacturers and exporters of furniture and wood products. Scanstyle Mim, a wholly Ghanaian-owned company, was established in 1968 and commenced its commercial operations a year later to manufacture furniture component parts from West African hardwoods. In 1984, a parquet flooring line was added to diversify Scanstyle Mim's product portfolio. Further expansion followed a year later with introduction of a garden furniture range which became a phenomenal bestseller. In the early 1990s, the company, in keeping with its corporate vision to be the world leader in the provision of quality furniture made from tropical timber, revamped, upgraded and modernized its plant and operating capabilities. Measures taken included the establishment of logging operations to enable the company source a significant proportion of its timber requirements in-house. A sawmill capable of considerable log intake was commissioned. Production was further enhanced with the acquisition of computer numerical control or CNC-operated machinery to facilitate precision mass production of intricate designs and inlays. Existing kiln dryers were rehabilitated and computerized control panels installed along with additional kilns. Scanstyle Mim Ltd's strategy of improving on its key operations and infrastructure has enabled it consistently generate increased production efficiencies and thereby remain competitive in an overly keen world market. Peter Wiafi-Pepra is the Managing Director of Scanstyle Mim Ltd. He elaborates on the working strategies that made the company a success in its particular field of endeavor.
The strategy which we aim to pursue is one of both product and market diversification. For instance, we have been mainly in garden furniture, even though we started off in dining furniture. But we also do flooring, TNG, and other furniture goods for the market. In addition to that, the geographical diversification includes supplying products to countries other than Europe, where we've been exporting to over the last 30 or so years, and diversifying into the US, the Middle East, and also locally within our West African subcontinent. We want to take advantage of the ECOWAS trade liberalization scheme to supply countries with furniture and furniture products which they are not able to produce from themselves. And there's been very useful and encouraging signs that this strategy will yield results.
Scanstyle Mim Ltd's modern and well-equipped factory and plant at Mim employs over 700 people, drawn mostly from the town and its surrounding areas. Management, with the exception of 2 expatriates, is Ghanaian, all of whom are seasoned professionals whose know-how and experience, along with a high-skilled, competent and dedicated workforce, have contributed to Scanstyle Mim Ltd's enviable reputation as one of Ghana's most successful corporate entities and its leading furniture exporter.
My duty as a general manager is to ensure that we meet our set production target. To be able to achieve these set targets, we have to rely on a stable, interested, hardworking labor force. And I have to say, I've been very impressed the interest shown of our people who is working at Scanstyle.
We have a production line here at Scanstyle, which starts off with a pre-cut department, where they make templates and shape out all the furniture parts. Then they go to kiln, and after kiln we take them through planing, which is a surface department. I mean, we need to clean off all surfaces and have a clean edge. It goes through to molding, where it gets shaped. After molding, we'll take it down to CNC, which is our computer normalized machines, where we put in a software to make all the difficult shapings. We take it down to drilling, 10-on machines, and drill the holes. After that, you'll go through down to gluing, glued up as a frame. After framing, we take it down to machine sanding to sand off all unclean parts on the furniture. So after machine sanding, we take it again down to hand sanding to sand off all edges. After that, we take it down to finishing one more time for the final finishing sanding to make it a very soft and smooth surface. We can take it down to the packing as a knockdown furniture, where we're sending it to the United Kingdom, the rest of Europe, as a top quality furniture.
We believe that the human factor is a very important element because with all the four major factors of production, when you don't have a highly motivated human factor, then all things that you put into it will come to naught. So we try as much as possible to train our employees locally, abroad, and we encourage them to do courses at the expense of the company.
Scanstyle has a policy of paying its suppliers regularly. People who come with their logs, with the necessary documentation, we pay them and pay them promptly, and they are very happy. It keeps the whole community going. They don't run around in debt.
We improve upon the craftsmanship, the precision of whatever is done manually. It saves us time, it saves us money. We can do 10,000 chairs in quite a short time, unlike you doing it manually and you have to go through a lot of hassle to get it done and done precisely. The CNC machines or computer control numeric machines are serviced and repaired right here. We do all the repair work. I do them myself. Those I have problem with, I just call for backup, like spare parts, which of course everybody knows we can't have them here. I get them and then the job is done.
My department is sawmill department. What we are doing here is we receive our logs from forest, then down to sawmill, my department, process it on a band mill machine, cross-cut it, edge it on an edger machine, and after getting the nice product, send it to pre-cutting for processing.
The department I work in is trade mail department. The main job we do here is working on power shores and also lumber for export. We also cut teak for furniture components.
Yejuma ye na hati through any say machine say war factory any sawmill ni na ye na ye servicing any repairs efide bia ba se bia ye na ye electrical ye wo tima almost bia ba se bia wo mo na ye yanko abontin nkoye adwuma bia tam bia se ya ekoto part na ye na de abaye sesi bibia
Scanstyle han kasa ye wo no omo kire adwuma e masters na omo timi kire adwuma eme ye ti ase eme ye hu bibia me ba Scanstyle ha no me hu enwuma bebrebe at times say wiring ene say breaking down bi ba mitimi eye bibia.
The role of the union here is that
management and the union sits down for an agreement, and we, the union, sees to it that whatever has been enshrined in the agreement are adhered to. We are having very cordial relationship with the management, because anytime any matters arises, we just see to it that we gather ourselves together and then find an amicable solution to whatever problem it is on hand. So actually we are having a good relationship with the management.
From its inception in 1968, Scanstyle Mim Ltd has always maintained a firm policy of sourcing its raw material requirements from local forest reserves. These are strictly managed by the Forestry Services Division of the Forestry Commission of Ghana to ensure sustainable growth through natural regeneration. Scanstyle Mim has gone a step further and developed policies to help protect the country's forest environment and ensure effective and efficient utilization of available timber resources. To this end, since 1999, the company has initiated a reforestation program under which various species such as teak, cedrela, iroko, mahogany, and utile have been planted.
Scanstyle Mim Ltd is a furniture manufacturing company that exports basically about 90% of our products to the Europe. And the forest manager's duty is to ensure that logs that gets to the company are obtained from the company's concessions that are scattered throughout the country into the to the factory, so that the company can get the needed raw material to meet its contracts. Again, the forest manager also manages the concessions such that they will be sustainably managed to ensure that there will always be raw materials for the company to meet its contracts. Then again, the forest manager also advises the company on any forestry issues, so that the company will always meet all the international and national regulations that they are supposed to maintain. Scanstyle Mim Ltd has currently 7 compartments where we obtained our raw material from to feed the factory. They are scattered throughout the country, some in Western region, the Bunahafo in Ashanti region. And basically, the species that we exploit are the mahoganies, the sapiles, odum, and in recent times we've added the wawa and other secondary species. We obtain the yield from the forestry, and we follow the guidelines that is given to us by the Forestry Commission to ensure that all the environmental standards, all the social issues are all met. And when we log these concessions, we follow them sequentially for a 40-year felling cycle, so that at the end of the felling cycle, the closed compartments we can go back to. Besides that, we also have plantations of about 397 hectares that we are still continuing to establish, and we hope to get our future raw materials from these plantation areas.
Scanstyle Mim is not only a major employer in the Mim catchment area, but has also made significant contributions to its socio-economic development and well-being. The Scanstyle International School is a prime example of the company's civic responsibility, among others. Mr. Samuel Jones Owusu is the headmaster of the school.
Scanstyle Mim Ltd as a company owned a football club. So it came to a point that they wanted to sacrifice the football club to give sound and moral education for children of the workers. That is how the school started. That was in 1997. At the moment, the school has 299 pupils, 156 boys and 143 girls. We have a total of 9 classes at the moment, running from kindergarten 1 to JSS 1.